Welcome to Yes Offense. Trigger warning, disclaimer, whatever you want to call it. This podcast will feature graphic language about sex, race, violence, and anything else that might make people uncomfortable. However, this is a comedy podcast, and everything and anything talked about on it should be viewed as an attempt at humor. Like, if you hear anything on this podcast you don't agree with or like, please just turn it off. No one on here is a politician or actually affecting the way you live. So if you genuinely have a problem with anything said on here, redirect your energy at a real issue going on in the real world. Now let's get into the show.
So what's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
That's Marvin Gaye.
I think so. Yeah.
You're gay. Got him.
These blacks.
Wait, that's the wrong one.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Yeah.
Marvin
There we
Gaye.
go. You gotta have
Marvin
your
Gaye.
you gotta have your soundboard.
If
straight.
my dad kills me,
Dude,
or if I get shot, just know it was my dad.
was it over drugs?
Between me and my dad, it's
Alleged.
probably over the Mets.
They're fucking suck. You fucking suck. Why, is he not a Mets fan?
No,
and you're a
no,
Mets-
no,
You're
we both
two
are.
hardcore Mets fans?
Yeah.
You're not arguing over which era they sucked
Who's
worse?
the coolest?
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's like someone said Mike Piazza's gay, and then my dad's
Oh.
like fucking breaks the furniture. He goes, "No, you fucking say shit about Mike Piazza."
I briefly had a fling with a girl who really liked the Mets. I didn't get it.
Okay. All right. I thought you were gonna say something about Mike Piazza.
I
She
got
had a Mike
nothing.
Piazza
The thing in your
fat head in her room.
You do.
No, she did.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think she did.
That would have been crazy.
I'm not a sport dude.
That's my kind of woman.
I know Derek Jeter,
Yep.
Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Michael Phelps.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
think you
Tom
listed-
Brady
Oh.
divorced his wife.
Wife's name?
He did.
Ghislaine.
He did.
Ghislaine Maxwell?
Wait, was it? It's not Ghislaine Maxwell. What's her name? Giselle. Do you know that? Do you know sports, Jake?
I know absolutely nothing about sports
do I.
other than that I find them very boring and don't watch them.
Same.
You know Ghislaine?
Ghislaine.
Jizz
You know,
Lane.
yeah, Come Road.
Yeah, I think that's where I grew up.
Ghislaine.
That's like one of my
boy.
password recovery answers. They're like, "What was the name of the street you grew up on?" I was like, "Well, it was Jizz Lane, of course."
Yeah, the one with the cul-de-sac at the end.
Damn. It's a dead end because it's the end of a sock. Got it. Get it? Because I'm going to kill myself.
Because of Roe v. Wade.
Yes. They do that. Those.
Damn, sluts.
You know, never thought, what's Tom Brady's wife? Giselle.
Brady.
Now he's dating his son, right?
Yeah, right? They do kiss a lot. It's weird.
I assume they were.
I don't like it. I
haven't met a person who likes it yet. I haven't met one person who's like, nah,
son
that's
likes
dope.
it.
Someone's like, that's dope. I
Well,
don't think he does.
dude,
I
even
don't think he
Italian men are like, oh!
does. Hey, well, I'd say especially Italian.
showing me? Yeah.
They go, my mother's in the
Exactly.
room. Whoa.
I kiss my mother on the mouth, but I'll never kiss my son on the mouth.
And mom goes,
The
is that
fucking-
Lenny?
Double standards.
No, ma.
It really is too. They dude, Italians, they really do kiss you over there. They pinch your cheek and stuff. But yeah, I don't think they're about the I'm gonna kiss my son on the lips.
I don't know, dude. I have Italians on both sides of my family, like real deal Italians, and none of the men have ever kissed me on the lips. And I could say that with a certainty.
I've just seen Italian men.
Shout out to my family.
Embrace themselves. Not on my side either. Just I'm saying I've seen it in video.
Hey,
On
Tony,
the
you looking
videos.
On
good,
the
you son of a
In
bitch.
videos. What,
Come
videos.
over here, let me smooch you.
what videos are you watching?
Know your business.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to get into that. All right, yeah. It's a new era. I see.
Not Ghislaine, Giselle.
Yep.
I obviously she's pretty. I just don't get it. Is it?
Okay.
Am I wrong?
What do you mean? You don't
Do you
get
think-
what?
do you think
the Brady
she's-
thing or her?
No, her thing. Do you think she's smoking hot, or do you think
I think now she's still like a MILF material.
Yeah, no doubt. It's just,
Yeah.
she was held
Gwen
up
Stefani.
when she was introduced. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's dating the hottest chick on the planet," and I was like, She's from Brazil. I've seen way hotter Brazilian chicks. Is that just me? Is this just me?
I have.
I feel like
Yes.
I feel like a Brazil 5 is like a USA 8. You know,
Exactly.
it's
No,
pretty.
it's
I
true.
think there's a higher
I'm
percentage of hot chicks down there.
I just didn't ever get the thing with. I don't know. I went on a. I thought this was going somewhere.
No, it's all good, dude. You're judging.
I am.
Books by covers.
Damn, sluts.
Well, she did divorce Tom Brady, who came back from. He basically, my friend told me this.
Let me hear your sports.
My
take
friend
there.
told me this.
He goes, hold on,
was sports, and it just made me laugh. I was like, why are they getting divorced? Because he watched this shit. He's like, oh, he quit football to be with his family. And then 2 weeks later was like, I miss football. And just came back.
Dude, yo.
She gives him an ultimatum like, you gotta
instantly
pick the football or me. And he's
she
like,
put
I
her
pick football.
She put her career on hold for him so that she could do the family shit.
Yeah.
Because she was a supermodel.
Yes.
And so she was like, all right, now maybe it's my time to do me a little bit type shit. And he was like, for a fortnight. For 14 days.
Listen, I've never liked Tom Brady more than when I heard that news.
But you know what, dude? There's certain people, and I'm not a Patriots fan.
Yes.
And I'm not even necessarily a Tom Brady fan, although he is obviously the GOAT.
Objectively.
But, I mean, he's the most accomplished fucking football player of all time. It's hard to argue. Almost impossible. But there's some people in history that you just, can't stop them. And that's no joke. It just is like that.
It's like Arnold.
Or Gandhi. Or there's I'm not saying he's like Gandhi, but in sports where Michael Jordan, there's people that are doing shit.
On the constant come up.
And you just can't dude, those are the guys that are just doing what they gotta do. And he's still breaking records and he's old as shit, still playing football. It's kind of crazy.
That's AC/DC, bro. They're out there doing fucking stadium tours and shit with their shirts off and their old saggy man titties hanging down to their knees. But
Duck
they're just
walking.
Still doing that shit on the stage.
Dude, once the current lead singer dies, they will just go find another guy who's like,
I gotta say, dude, I never liked AC/DC.
What? Yep. I love AC/DC.
I don't love
They're
them,
mad-
but
I'm sorry.
If they're on the radio, I'm not going to be like, oh, turn this off.
Dude, every song sounds like every song.
I don't care, dude. They fucking rule. It's
I'm
fucking
sorry.
awesome.
That is a criticism.
It is the main criticism, dude. Their lead singer died, and nobody really knows that.
That's crazy. That's wild, dude. We got this generational one-of-a-kind singer. Nah, man, just slide the next guy.
Dude, someone else can
They
do
got
it.
a G
Let's
League
go.
of singers. They got a little
They
farm
do,
system.
bro.
People who don't know AC/DC like that have no idea that their main lead singer died of a.
I think that I'm just learning that now.
He had the Jimi Hendrixed himself.
No shit.
Yeah. They partied hard, and he went out one night and got trashed. And his boy was like, all right, I'll let you sleep it off in the car, and he puked to death.
Oh, that's a fucked up way to
Yeah,
die.
it's
What a
horrible.
stupid way to die.
it's horrible.
You know?
Yeah,
I know.
Should have slept in the back seat on your side.
I think
Legit.
he actually was in the back seat, and I think it was
Rolled
one of the,
up?
it's fucked up.
When you're too drunk to control your sleeping position, you're like, all right, gonna roll the dice here.
Yeah.
Hope I get a good roll.
Dude, anytime I leave someone passed out, I always make sure they're on their side.
Yeah, but I feel like
Drunk.
in high school,
Not that I did it.
In high school, though, how much? Yeah. Jesus
I leave them
Christ.
passed out on their side so they
When I
don't
leave
die.
women passed out, I make sure that I roll them over.
Dr. Huxtable, Jesus Christ. Fucking in high school though, I feel like there was so much of that. We're just people are just passing out all outside, people would disappear from a party, and just you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Zero responsibility. I totally get why parents are extremely nervous about kids doing that shit.
At their
You
house?
look back and you're just like, yo, there was zero.
Well, when you get
there was
like a
no
group-
person who was
Knew what they were doing.
yeah.
Exactly. It's like you get a whole squad of people who are using drugs for the first time, and none of them have any experience where they're able to handle how they behave on it, and so it's I hope this goes well.
Oh no, my bad. Go.
No, you go, because I just have a story that pertains to that. That's it.
That was what I was gonna say as well. I
think
also
we
have
all
one.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, well, no, because
Draw straws.
yeah, well, I don't know if it was New Year's. It might have been, but in high school, not my friend anymore, but fine, I'll use his name. I don't use his full name, but Dan, my friend Dan. You remember Dan? Whatever.
Probably, maybe.
Fucking, this kid Dan, he
Yo,
never
fuck
drank.
Dan, dude.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, he never drank or anything. So he went out and with us, and we were all partying, and he took
Viagra.
vodka. No,
That was until later in the night.
He goes, I've never done this before, guys.
he took shots of vodka, but he didn't take shots. He took the vodka and chugged
shit,
it.
yeah.
And we were like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm getting fucked up." We're like, "Dude, you're gonna be this doesn't go it doesn't end well for you this way." And he's like, "I'll be fine."
I'm good.
He got he chugged like a half pint of vodka and just ended up. It's like he never drinks, so he got fucking plastered, throws up everywhere a bunch of times, ends up passed out on a couch. Like
This is at a party?
yeah, with his he's in the couch on the chair, slumped with his neck over the back of the chair. So
In peak, drowning in your own
yes,
vomit position.
so
Oh, yeah, that's
we're
the
all
worst one to
fucked.
be in.
Everyone at the party's partying, and we're all fucking partying. Me and
As
my
people at parties do.
Yes, me and this kid are locked in a match of I think it's Halo 3 at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're having a blast. We're high as shit.
You're
Great
on
time.
Legendary, and Dan's in
dude,
the background just going,
Dan literally starts going,
hang in there, Dan.
and we're like, we're locked into the game, and we're like, whatever. And this girl comes in and goes, guys, I think Dan's really fucked up. I think he's choking. And I literally mid-game, I just reach out and kick the front of Dan's chair, and he leans forward and just goes, and pukes all over the floor. And we just started laughing at him.
You opened the fucking faucet on
Yeah,
him.
really.
God damn.
Kind of saved him, but we
Yeah.
didn't help him beyond that. Like we really just
No, you
watched
did
him.
save him, though.
We did.
You're not the hero that he wanted, but you're the hero he needed. You're fucking Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Leave him in a puddle, but he's face down. So
He
you're
deserved
like, no,
it,
he's
dude.
good. He's good.
In the what happens in the future with me and him, he deserved it. But
There you
you
go.
know, maybe it was things like this that made him be like, "Fuck this kid." And you know what? It is what it is at this
Yo,
point.
survival of the fittest, bro. He would have been taken out.
Exactly.
Real talk.
You're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was mine.
Dude,
with
I
the
remember
puking.
being in high school, and you've had so many parties where one person's way too fucked up, and then everybody flocks to them like, "Are you okay?" And there was one, my friend Aiden was at a party like that. He was just fucking shit faced, and all these teenagers are running over, just like put bread in his mouth, put some fucking bread in his mouth. There's stuff.
He needs Gatorade.
And I'm standing there like insisting like. That doesn't work. I'm like, that's not real. That's not gonna
Bread?
help him. And everybody's just like, get bread in his fucking stomach. He's gonna die.
I've had also one of my favorite.
They pump his stomach at the hospital, and they're like, "There's so much fucking bread."
He would have been okay if it wasn't for all this.
What is
bread
this
in
man?
his
A goose?
yeah.
Stupid. You brought us a human goose.
This pigeon ass motherfucker. Where I could pump.
We always got birds on this
Yo.
podcast. Bird references. Another time,
Good
I
reference.
almost wore my bird shirt.
I have that bird shirt. I messaged you about.
Bird is the
a while
word.
ago.
It is.
I was at another party, and this kid, we were surrounding a fire, and this one kid was really drunk, and he projectile vomited, and when he did, it made someone else vomit.
Oh,
It's like that Family Guy scene where they're all
dude,
taking
was that
a-
Stand By- Stand
one
By Me?
person after
Yep.
another.
Dude, they all just start. It was like, but that's the thing. Everyone just started being like, "Whoa!" and like moving away, and everyone started getting away from the campfire. But as you did, you ran into like other people who were puking. It
no,
was so funny.
Yo.
I didn't throw up because I don't
you're
know
a
why,
man.
dude. I genuinely think like. Seeing someone, as long as it doesn't hit you or you smell it, like seeing someone throw up and the noise and like the whole makes me laugh so hard.
I mean,
as
it's-
soon as it
it's
comes
pretty
out of
funny.
nowhere,
The smell is what gets you.
Yeah,
though. That's
yeah.
when it hits
Pretty
you, and you
gross.
just and
Your
once,
system's like,
once
oh.
you do one little dry heave, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yep.
at this party, I think I just told this maybe last week on the Shedcast, so I hope I'm not reiterating too much material. But in high school, there was this girl who passed out on the couch, and my boy was one of these dudes that would always make food at every party he was at. Didn't matter whose house it was. He like
Yeah.
raid your pantry and
Yes.
like put something in the oven.
Yes.
and like make food like
Yes.
bacon. Like he's that dude.
I love
like,
it,
That's
dude.
hilarious.
And he made a rotisserie chicken, like reheated one, and he like left it in way too long because obviously people were getting wasted. Yeah, so it was like steaming, right? So I think a couple people tried to eat it. It was way too hot. We like put it on the floor in the living room, right? And this girl was passed out on the couch, and everyone just left. Went outside, I think, to smoke, probably like a bonfire situation.
Yeah.
And when we came back in, she had rolled off the couch and landed face first in this chicken. Like if you were to, like if you could, if you could imagine a Halloween costume where you're wearing a chicken for your head, you know, like with
Yeah.
like that's what she looked like. Like her,
Her head fell up its
Stuffed it.
ass.
She's a
100%.
chicken head ass.
yeah, exactly.
Chicken head, bro.
Yo, 100%.
That is like that's definitely someone's kink. Is like a
Chicken
like
head.
a roasted chicken for a head, but with like a woman's body. you know?
Yo, that's out there.
That's
Dude.
yeah.
So she's still out cold in this chicken, and the chicken's still steaming. And so we like pulled her out of it, and her face had like huge boils. Like she burned the shit out of her face.
Oh no,
dude.
that's bad,
It was
bro.
so bad.
Oh shit!
And like, what do you do? Like,
That's so
and no
sad.
one alerted anyone. Like, she just went back to sleep, and she had like
lady.
goiter-sized bubbles on her face, bro. It was crazy. Like, I've
Did
never.
it heal and everything?
Yeah. And she's like a pretty girl too. Like,
Okay.
It's,
That ended so bad for her. Like
oh,
that
it
was
wild.
supposed to be.
She was
a
having
fun
a great night, dude. She was having a great night. Just. Yo, like
That's what I'm talking about, dog. You get
rolled
some
into a
fucking
chicken.
hooligans together and they're all getting fucked up. Like, it's not unlikely that something goes a bit awry.
It was
you know?
probably also like the oil from the chicken.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
with her.
my boy probably put mad olive oil on top of it,
Yeah.
some rosemary and shit. Like,
You douse that with some gasoline and just drop it on front of the couch here. Yo, usually when people get too fucked up, it's like it's their problem. But there are times where like I've had people make it your problem. You know, like I've been like, one of the worst ones was being like on top of a mountain. We were at like Mount Pisgah in Durham, camping overnight with a group
good spot
of
to
people.
get fucked up. Top of a
Absolutely,
mountain.
absolutely. Yeah, you gotta get the fuck up there, but it works. We were up there. Yeah, we were camping overnight. Everybody was drinking and shit. We had a campfire and a tent set up, and one of the dudes literally gets up and he's so shit-faced and he's just like chuckling to himself, and we're like, sup, dude? And he just like starts pissing on the campfire. So he extinguished the campfire, so it's like pitch black out and it's like cold as fuck, and we're like, why did you piss on the fire, bro? And he's like laughing his ass off, and he like goes in the tent, and we're like, I think he's going to bed. And we just hear him like in the tent. We're like, dude, get out of the tent.
And it's like a shared tent. Like, you guys are shit.
It's the one tent that like four of us have
goddamn.
with all of our shit in it too. So we have all of our clothes and our backpacks and shit. And he's literally just puking on everybody's belongings. You know,
how'd you guys even camp?
we had to literally like clean out the tent before, as much as we could. Like push it all to one side.
I was gonna say with what? Because no one ever brings cleaning supplies.
Yeah,
on a
Yeah, we
camping
didn't
trip.
have like paper towels or nothing. We're
Yeah,
just like, oh
what?
shit. And we tried to just quarter it off, and then would it just like huddle the fuck up and be like, all right, I guess we're
smells.
sleeping in here.
Oh god, dude,
damn,
that
dude.
stench.
That's terrible.
No bueno. Well, yeah.
In a
that's what
tent
sucks
too.
about-
Tents get steamy.
Oh yeah. It
Tents
was
get
bad.
hot.
It was bad.
I don't like camping at all, and that sounds like a fucking
I
nightmare.
love camping.
That was bad. It was bad. I had a chick that came up there that was hanging out with us. I was into her at the time, and then she was like, "I'm gonna leave." I'm like, "Okay, fair enough."
You're not trying to fuck.
Damn, you don't like the
You're
smell.
not
of-
trying to
Fuck in the
fuck in
poop
front of
tent.
all these people and the pile of vomit in the fucking side of this tent.
Yo, I need me a freak.
Come on, baby. Yo, what do you think?
Babe, you have to go. You already came up the mountain.
Yeah,
Babe,
baby, we're
we're on the mountain.
in the woods.
If you
know how to
don't
go back.
fuck me at my
implication.
vomit tent in the woods, then you don't deserve me at my king-sized bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Babe,
know?
I
That's
saw a dude with a hockey mask and a machete walking by. You don't want to go out there.
I need a lady in the streets, but a freak in the woods.
But a freak in the woods, yeah. Yo, I saw a dude at this costume party I was at last night. There was two Mike Myers there.
Oh.
And they were both committing to the bit where, like, I don't know if they came together, but they were, like, separate the whole night. They weren't talking. They were moving really slowly, and they would occasionally just, like, come up behind somebody and, like, stare them down. I turned around, and the dude was just staring at me. Like, and he was, like, right there, and I was, like, I had these black gloves on, and I was like, hey, bro, if you need gloves tonight for whatever reason, I'm your guy. And he just gives me a fist bump and, like, ambles away slowly, and I'm like, I respect it when somebody can commit to a bit for the whole fucking night.
For a party though, like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like you're like, yo, I'm going to socialize with people, but watch how fucking good I'm gonna
yeah.
be at like
The psycho.
yeah. You're like, oh cool, dude.
The creepiest.
Like for the
of
first 10
yeah.
minutes, it's like, yo, that was dope. Yo, he killed it earlier. He was doing fucking Mike Myers, but like 12 o'clock rolls around, and they're like, yo, could you give me a ride home? And he's just
still
like,
doing it in the
he
parking
like stabs
lot.
the tires.
He just tilts his head
Yeah.
at you, and you're like, "Come on, man. Yes or no?"
Anytime I'm in a situation like that, I'm kind of like in the back of my head, like, if this guy is just actually a psychopath, like tonight's his fucking night.
Yes.
You know? Because he could act crazy as fuck. And people will be like, oh, it's a Halloween thing, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think people like Halloween so much.
Yeah,
That's why, dude, Comic-Con was wild for that reason.
Mm.
It was like people just
Oh, yeah, you
being
went.
Halloween. Yeah, it was awesome.
I think we talked about that where I went to a Comic-Con and I saw a girl dressed as Link from Zelda.
Dude.
And
So she was dressed as the princess.
no,
No,
she
as
was
the
Link.
dude.
She was dressed as the boy.
That's actually huge. That's actually huge in cosplays. There's a lot of I don't know if cross-dressing is the right word for cosplay, but it's like
gender swap.
Yeah, dudes do female characters, females do guy characters, and they make them
look.
But
they
she
make
was
them look manly.
Yeah,
like,
but she was a sexy Link. Like she wasn't like Link.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Like,
hey, what?
like, yeah. Like, but
I've always wanted to
pulls
like,
out an
approach a
ocarina.
chick and have her just be like, "Hey, honey, how you doing?"
Yo.
She just started smashing jars everywhere.
Yo, on the Link thing, or actually, real quick, that like they do like sexy, like male characters, and then like when I was at Comic-Con, there was a lot of dudes who were just doing like manly ass girl like chest
great.
hair showing, like
Of
didn't
who?
shave their beard, of like mad Jesus, off the top of my head, Wonder Woman, like.
Ugh.
I think
just
I
like
saw
a-
one recently
like-
that was like this mad sexy chick doing Barrett from Final Fantasy VII, and then like this huge burly buff dude doing Tifa. So he's got like the crop top and the short shorts, you know, and the chick's got like the Gatling gun arm, and I'm like, it's pretty fucking cool,
Dude,
hilarious.
I heard a girl who was dressed as a non-sexy version of a One Piece character being like, dude, she was like, if I see a guy dressed as Whitebeard, I have to fuck him. Like, I was like, dude, I was like, that's kind of crazy. But yo, on that Link thing, just because you were like, oh, it's not the guy Link. Yo, in elementary school, fucking, I had this kid, Brian White. And he used to bring an ocarina into class.
Yeah.
Right? And he knew a few of the things. Like, he would play it. And this dude, I'll never forget, it was like 6th grade, right? And we had to turn in a handwritten essay. It had to be handwritten.
Yeah.
And it had to be 6 pages front and back. So it was 3 full sheets. And this dude hands in a paper written 6 full pages in the dwarvish dialect from Lord of the Rings. Dude, in the rune, like Rune or whatever that shit is.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
6 full pages of it, right?
Fuck, I know what you're
Has a
talking about.
fucking mental breakdown when the teacher won't fucking take it
Yeah.
and tries to like make a stand, like get the class on his side, and he's like, yo, who says I gotta write in English? Like, da da da. I just remember she was like, this is fucking English class.
Like, I'm about to take a French class.
Yeah,
give
like-
all my answers in English. And
Yeah,
be like,
listen,
why
you
did you give me an F?
Dwarf motherfucker.
Motherfucker, dude.
This isn't the Mines of Moria, motherfucker.
Yeah, holy
Write it
shit.
in English.
He's the same kid that be Naruto running down the hallway in between classes.
He was like a jacked nerd. Like he was like he was fast, he was strong, but he was like a real
That's
nerdy
a dangerous kind of nerd.
dude. Yeah. He was also like the dude that like when he first started dating this girl in school, he was like public what's it called? Public display of affection, PDA-ing.
Yeah.
They'd be like going to fucking town in
just
front of people. You
Finger banging her
Dude,
in
you're
6th
like,
grade in the
oh.
hallway
He
for
pulls the
teachers.
ocarina out and calls her from across school, 3 wings down.
Yo, those jack nerds are weird too. They like don't know what to do with their muscles. they don't. They're like, girls should like this. Like, don't say that out loud at the cafeteria.
Yeah, but then they're doing like fucking, like you said, like Naruto moves on
They
people,
run,
and you're
yeah.
like, oh, whoa,
Yeah,
watch out, dude.
They're doing like
You're gonna
hand,
hurt
hand
someone.
signs and casting jutsus in class, and it's like, why don't women like me?
Yeah, dude. You tell them, you reveal that to them after you bang.
Yeah.
You idiot. You stupid idiot. I figured it out. Once you're done, you turn over and go, you ever watch Justice League Unlimited?
Yeah.
It's really good. Season 2 really picks up.
I gotta try that.
After you really knock it out of the park, dude.
Yeah,
You ever just go back and watch Teen Titans?
Batman Beyond is actually way better than
pretty
Batman.
sick,
Yeah. First date's like, hey, baby, I make a lot of money. Yeah, I work out a lot. And then, like, you smash, and then right after, you're like, did I mention I play Dungeons and Dragons?
exactly.
Yeah, I'm a doctor, and then after you fuck, you're like, in cosplay.
You just put on The Sopranos, and they're like, "Oh, you watch this?" I'm like, "This is the 10th time I've watched
I
it." And have you
watched
ever
this.
noticed that Christopher is actually a tragic character? And like, he's a drug addict. You're like, shh.
I have a pond full of ducks outside in my swimming pool.
I'll give you some gaggle
Yeah,
bitch.
some
Um,
gagamagoo.
Where's all that gabagoo?
the back to the costumes thing. I was also at a costume party last night. By the way, guys, this is coming out later. I didn't even introduce you guys.
We're recording. Yeah. Well, we
Dude, and Mike's not here.
we need no introduction, you know? We can hop on the mic and be like, it's me. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, I know
it
that
does.
guy.
That's the thing. Two people who listen to this, it says your fucking names and things.
That's
So
how
it's like-
I feel about it.
But yeah, I'll just say it quick. Sid Floyd's back. Jake Gambit's back. I don't want to say your
Did you just fucking dead name me on the air?
That's crazy.
How dare you?
2 faves. Yeah, anyway, I was at a costume party last night. Welcome to Yes Offense, guys. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was at a...
That midway introduction.
I know. And this comes out after Halloween, so everyone's going to be like... Anyway, I was at a costume party last night, and a dude... Have you guys seen A Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
The dude, a single man, showed up as the main Droog or whatever the fuck his name is.
Single
McDowell. Is it Ian McDowell? The guy who played the fucking rapist in fucking Clockwork Orange.
Did he show up alone to the party?
Alone, full garbed, codpiece, cane, makeup and everything, and just walked around this party. And dude, well, it was like a museum. It was at a fucking museum and shit.
Was he giving rapist vibes?
Dude,
Or advice?
no.
He's giving some rapist
TED talking?
advice. Yeah.
It wasn't even vibes, dude. It's just if you know that character, if you know that character, and
You're
he's
like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's like me showing up as Ted Bundy to a party. And you're just like, and you're like, hey, you want to go to my car?
Yeah. My car's broken down.
Yeah, that's
and-
my line to everybody.
Exactly.
And they're like, dude, he's not breaking character.
Yeah, man, it'd be like showing up like fucking, I don't know, man, like Edward Norton from like American History
Yeah,
X.
yeah, yeah,
And
you're
being like, hi, everyone. And you're like,
Dude.
dude, it's fucking, that's like a horrible character.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that plays Jesse in American Bad? Aaron Paul? Is this his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
He plays a guy in Last House on the Left whose
Yeah.
role is literally just like be a rapist.
Yes.
So that'd be like showing up and be like,
As
yeah, I'm
that
that guy
one?
from Last House on
Yes.
the Left.
Yeah.
I'm the whole cast of House on the Left. And we're looking for a girl to join the cast. And you're like, Jesus Christ. The,
Me and all my boys show up as convicted sex offenders for a fucking party.
what a
That's
feat.
wild. It's fucking.
Harvey Weinstein, Cosby, and
Well, it's funny because it's like
R. Kelly.
It's
R.
cool.
Kelly.
It is cool for people to like.
Real talk.
People don't really mind when people cosplay actual serial killers.
Yeah.
But then like it would be worse if you were an actual rapist. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
Well, not a fictional character.
I also, I will give the guy thing, like, if people showed up as the Droogs, and there's a few of them, it's like, okay, that's fine. But, like, the one guy, it's just like, and it's, all right, this is the other thing. If you showed
Were
up,
you invited?
oh, no, it's not even that. If you showed up as that guy, you have to know people there, or you have to show up, and there's 4 of you as the Droogs. If you show up
and you're just one alone.
one Droog, and
You
nobody
don't
knows
have
you.
any friends there.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, you showed up as a fucking the rapist, murderous psychopath
Alone.
from the movie, and he does change, sort of, by the end of the movie.
Well,
but
that's
it's like,
by
that's
the
his
end of the
excuse.
night.
He's like, no, I'm him at the end of the movie.
but
Like,
he's
I've learned
not
my
him at
lesson.
the end of the movie because he doesn't dress like that at the end of the movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Brings me
Amazing.
all
Yeah.
over the place.
Sexy women playing men. I saw a picture recently of this bad bitch cosplaying Doug Dimmadome from Fairly Odd Parents with her hat going up off the screen, you know?
Oh.
The cowboy with all the white clothes. And I was like, bro, that Dimmadussy got me acting a little strange.
Yo, you trying to fucking give me some
wishes?
Dig-a-dome?
Yeah, you trying to
trying to get some Dimmadome. Hit that Dimmadussy.
Yeah.
trying to grant me some wishes, slut?
Damn.
Damn.
I'm gonna do it.
do it, dude.
What I forgot how. Oh, it's like fucking what are their? It's what are the fucking fairy godparents' names?
Wanda.
Cosmo and Wanda.
Cosmo. Yeah, I can do them pretty.
That was
Yeah.
who's that?
Cosmo, your penis is out. I'm sorry, Wanda. Like that's Get it, put it away before Timmy comes home. We'll be assigned to other children. You can't let them know, Cosmo. I'm sorry, Wanda. I love having my penis. And I just sound like Regis.
Yeah, you do. And
Wanda!
you also sound like the fucking like Pillsbury Doughboy sort of,
Hoo-hoo!
or like the gingerbread man from Shrek.
Yeah.
My mic buttons. My gumdrop buttons.
I feel like I don't have many good impressions. I can do a little bit of the Solid Snake, like, Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
I can't fit it in this box anymore. There's actually a really good. I'll show you after Robot Chicken sketch about that.
All
I
my
just-
impressions are unacceptable in this today's economy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
In Biden's economy,
Welcome.
I can't do these fucking impressions anymore.
Shit. You had. Oh fuck. It was R. Kelly. Sex offenders.
Fire truck. Red Fire Truck.
Having
Fantastic Four.
no,
Beyonce,
I had it. It was
Except
something
that
about
it's
cosplay.
gone.
It was something about cosplaying again,
Cosplay.
and then sex
Wanda.
offenders.
Cosplaying sex offenders.
Oh yeah. Did you guys hear? A lot of people are like, "You better not dress up as Jeffrey Dahmer, even or as a bit." And it's like because people were trying to go out, or it seemed like people were doing the white tee, blue jeans, and like a beer and the glasses look, and it's like people are trying to be like, "Oh, don't do that because it's offensive," but it's like, dude, it's a popular Netflix series right now.
Yeah, it's
what happens.
offensive. He fucking killed people.
Did.
You know what's offensive? Murder.
Yeah, I know.
Can you imagine being like out on the town like with your 8-year-old daughter trick or treating, and there's just somebody that looks like the fucking person that killed your sister or something?
That's true.
They're like, oh yeah, I'm going as that guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But you just said people cosplay as serial killers, and people do like. I'm sure people do Gacy's clown all the time for Halloween. It's just, it's a popular.
Gacy clown.
It's a popular though. Like Dahmer is super in the zeitgeist right now. So
Ooh, good word.
I know.
That's 2 weeks in a row. You've used some phenomenal circumlocution.
Indeed,
In my
I don't even
presence.
you're
know what
improving
you
your
just said.
lexicon, my friend.
I am, dude. Zeitgeist. But I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like that I'm not going out as Dahmer. I don't really care if people do. I just thought it was kind of silly when people were like, "You better not do it. It's offensive to everyone." I'm like, yeah, I guess, but it's like it's also a TV show.
Halloween is the day that it's okay to be offensive, and also like you blame Netflix. Don't blame
Yes.
the people who blame the people who make it popular, not the ones who are like, yeah, this is part of popular culture right now. I mean, I can understand the individual responsibility aspect of it, but like, if Netflix didn't make it a fucking show, people
true.
wouldn't be talking about the dude right now.
also-
Isn't that disrespectful to like firemen to show up in like a fireman bikini? Or the boys in blue showing up as a
Well, yeah, that's what I could say.
Stripper cop?
If you're gonna go as a police officer, I'd be like, you're really going as a fucking real life murderer.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
and
I
then
was
you know,
saying.
and then where's the line?
Where is the line? Why can't I go as Static Shock next year? Answer me.
You know, I think you should.
And I'll go as Shaq in Static Shock.
I think you'd look great with dreadlocks.
Yo.
I would piss a lot of. I wouldn't do that. I love Static Shock too much.
Oh hell
It
yeah!
was a good
It,
show.
it was great.
Oh yeah, his character design was fucking sick.
Holds up. Still holds up. I don't know why they haven't made a new one or a movie yet.
That was like Warner Brothers channel, wasn't it? It was.
That was
It was.
WB.
Yeah,
WB.
yeah. That was like the only type of shit I would tune into that for. I'd be like, you know, usually Cartoon Network has something better. Usually Nick has something better. But then Static Shock come on, you're like, all right, you got me.
Dude, WB used to have a store in the mall by me.
What the fuck, for real?
Yeah, it was fucking sick as fuck. It was all DC shit. It was so
Yeah.
sick. It was
Wow.
so sick. I was a huge Batman fanatic as a kid.
I'm a Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I was too. I liked the Batmobile was dope.
Hell yeah.
Yes, it flies.
Yeah, that shit was sick.
I remember discovering Batman Beyond like it was the new Batman. Oh, goddamn. You gotta clip that out.
Choppers.
We gotta Batman. I remember when Batman Beyond first came on, and I was like, "There's a new Batman." Like I was like,
And it's beyond
it
the
blew-
other one.
it blew my mind. Like I was like, "Wait a minute."
Batman Beyond is like the vegan friendly Batman meal, you know?
No,
Not
it was
the-
pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I
it
was about to say,
it
it's worse.
It was
It's way
really,
darker.
yeah, it was really dark. Like it was fucked up. Dude.
I was gonna say you have the Batman burger, then you have the Batman Beyond burger.
Oh, damn, Jake. We stomped right on your bed. I'm sorry. Just because, when people are like, it's a vegetarian version, you're like, oh, pussy, you mean.
Yeah, what you're
Fucking-
saying is it's weak.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong, though, dude. Like, Batman Beyond was fucking dark. Like, dude, people died in that show.
That's what I think a good Batman movie should have. Gotham City's a fucked up place. You know, it's supposed
DC.
to be gritty.
That was DC.
Dude,
DC was dark. That
There's
was their shit.
Yeah, there was an episode where he was fighting a gang of dudes who all had limbs that would like turn into like buzz saws or like
whatever the fuck.
a metallic whip, all that
Chainsaw
shit.
Man.
Like they were basically cyborg limbed people.
Fuck yeah.
And the whole thing was the way they were getting their limbs, where they were blackmailing the scientist by saying they kidnapped his wife and were holding a ransom, and then he was giving them augmentations based on he would give them back, and then towards the end of the episode, it's revealed that his wife is actually in league with the gang and is like cheating on him with the gang member.
Gang
That's
And
rough, buddy.
Yeah, he finds this out, and the lead gang member escapes like Batman defeats them all, but the lead gang member escapes.
Yeah.
And he arrests everyone else, including the wife.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Off.
and they're all sitting there, like he's sitting with Bruce Wayne at the end, and is like, I don't know what happened to him. Like, I can't find him. And he's like, I think something worked itself out. And the last scene is the guy sitting on the table with the doctor and being like, thanks for taking me in, doc. I just need these augmentations and everything will get back to normal. And the doctor picks up a drill and is like, don't worry. We're going to fix you right. And just goes towards the screen with the drill.
Wow.
And you're like, yo, he's going to what?
He's
It's
killing
like,
this guy.
Yeah, it just kills him. And you never see him again. He's fucking dead.
That's like that was
great.
kind of their sign off. They did the same thing in The Killing Joke, where it was like where he lifts Joker up off the ground.
Yeah.
And then like the laughing stops, and you're like, oh, he killed him. You know,
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what that's like their thing. Is like, you don't
did
know.
he or didn't he type thing. Did he put him? Because the comic, they leave it like he might have done it, he might not have done it. The cops showed up. You could have just thrown him in a cot. Anyway, the other one that's great, I don't know if you ever watched Superman, the animated series, but there's an episode where a reporter, and this is an insane story too, like an insane plot that's even in a kid show. But this dude, I think he killed Clark Kent. He tried to kill Clark Kent, and he sent him off a cliff, and he died. And then at the end, Superman comes back and figures out that the guy does it and saves him. And the guy knows he killed Clark Kent. Like in his mind, at the end, he's in the gas chamber. I'm not like in the electric chair or whatever. And is like,
Those are two different things.
what? Yeah, well, he's in the chair.
Just
It's
to
not
be
the chair.
clear,
He's
I'm
definitely
just
the chair. He's in the chair, and he's like, it doesn't make sense. I knocked Clark Kent off the thing, and then Superman saved him. But like, and he goes, wait a minute. That means Clark Kent's Superman. Yeah. And right when he says that, it then cuts to the executioner pulling the switch, and he just died.
So
and you're
now
like,
no one knows.
What the fuck? But that's like,
that was like in the Spider-Man one when the girl has a terminal disease. And he fucking takes his mask off and shows her that he's Peter Parker with a Make-A-Wish.
They didn't reveal it until that. She's like, I'll show you my thing. And she's like, thanks, Spider-Man.
And when he swings away.
I'll keep your secret forever. And he swings away, and it's like terminally ill ward or whatever. It's like home
hospice.
They're going to die, kids.
Yeah. Well, they didn't show you off screen him smothering her with a pillow.
Yeah.
It's like,
He
now
webbed
that
her.
you know,
he just webbed her mouth.
to make sure you don't tell anyone.
He just, he has super strength, so he just like poked her in the throat, and she's like,
Yeah, they say he's the most. They say he's the most nerfed character in the Marvel universe.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. He's supposed to be OP.
Like incredibly strong. He like fucks mad people up.
He can lift the Fantastic Four over his head.
Yeah.
I think that there was I think it was in The Amazing Spider-Man. There was a scene where he's like in jail, and that huge mob boss dude is in there with him. I can't remember what his Kingpin, yeah. And he's like making fun of him and like talking shit to Peter and like, saying like you're so weak, yada yada. And he literally like fucking like grabs the dude by his face, and he's like, you know what I could do? I could fill your lungs up with webbing right now and watch you suffocate, and you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. And he's like, I don't kill people because I can't. He's like, I'm always trying not to.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard that one.
Badass.
I've always heard that, like, Spider-Man, that's like a big thing with him, where him and Superman, they always say that, where they're like, you think I don't want to fucking...
And Batman.
Well, Batman...
That's like Batman's whole thing.
Batman's whole thing. But like Superman and Spider-Man do have like moments, like you just said. Darkseid, it's with Superman, where he's like, there's one cartoon with Darkseid where they're fighting, and he's like, I'm glad I get to fight you because I'm living in a world it feels like I'm living on a world filled with cardboard. With you, I can really like go off.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
You're
just-
worth my time.
Yeah,
type shit.
yeah, because imagine just Superman. Like that's what there's literally science. Like there's a, if you look it up, I'm almost dead certain. I think they've done documentaries on this, like the science of Superman, but they even applied it to like having sex with Lois Lane and how it's almost like.
Like, how did
He's
he
just-
not kill her?
He would have to just like do cowgirl, like just lay on his back and be like, all right, you fuck me. I'm just gonna lay here, or I'm gonna snap you in
And
half.
he can't
God
come
forbid he got
inside
hard.
her
Yeah.
because the cum would just be like
He would just blast
a
out of the
rail
top
gun.
of her head.
A
And
rail
then how did she get pregnant? What are
had
they?
to- they had to do it.
Insemination? What the
Yeah,
fuck, dude?
She's
That's-
like, let me
Dude,
scoop
bullshit.
that up.
Superman was clapping buns. Fuck that. Yo, he was like, yo, you trying to see this Daily Bugle, baby? What's good? Like,
Maybe he's
You
just
want-
like Goku. He can use a fraction of his power. He's like, I'm using 1/1000th of
Yeah.
my power to clap those cheeks.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's like, kryptonite's not the only thing that's hard, baby, on my planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he goes.
It might be a weakness,
"If I
but
go
it's also
crazy,
Fortress of Solitude is my penis.
She.
Yeah, Lois, but
He goes, we're gonna have a bisexual kid one day.
that's the thing. Like, that's what nerds ruin too, though, by being like the science of Superman. It's like, dude, they just banged. Who cares?
Superman. Is it too nerded out to say Superman versus Goku? Is that too nerded out for yes events?
No.
No, not at all. And I hate when honestly people bring up Goku like he's in a league of other superheroes. I'm
is.
sorry.
He is.
I don't believe he is.
Well,
Have
he
you
has.
seen Super? Do you
he's-
know where he's
I've
at right
seen.
now?
Yeah,
He
but-
becomes the guardian of the planet, dude. Like he's literally like he
I don't
could
get it.
he could incarnate himself. Like
So-
what's his face did with Piccolo. Like he's
I just-
fucking forever.
My whole
Goku's
thing
forever.
with Dragon Ball Z and the whole Dragon Ball series is I respect it, but I don't like their fights take way too fucking long.
I mean, Dragon
They
Ball
did-
is
there
not
was a
like
reason
the
behind that,
premier
though.
spot for anime fights. Like it's like the progenitor of all this badass shonen shit, where it's just dudes beating the shit out of each other. But like, yeah, it's old, it's clunky, and the animation isn't like super up to date.
Takes me too long to get into it.
The manga's good. It's snappy and quick, and like you read it, and it's like got like a bunch of like force when you like in all the panels and everything. But yeah, the show is pretty slow. That's the same with One Piece, right? One Piece is a great fucking anime. Or a great series, but the anime, in my opinion, sucks, right? Because it's like super slow pace. It's an adaptation of a source material, right? So I read the manga because it's great, and then people are like, the One Piece's anime is so bad, and I'm like, yeah, but the manga's good, and I'm never gonna convince you of that.
All right. Let me slightly agree and slightly
You're
disagree
fine.
with you right
Go
now
ahead.
because I read the manga and it's the first thing that I can't even really remember the last time that I've ever like teared up from reading something. You know what
One
I'm saying?
Piece or
One Piece.
Okay.
Like
Oh my
I'm
God,
like
yeah.
like even like a book, like a novel. Like it's been like maybe like a couple times like when I used to read like some sick fantasy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I got a few.
But like that's how good the manga is.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The anime though, for the same reason that you dislike it, I think that's what makes it stand out as like a timeless anime is because this is gonna sound way deep, but like the nuance of like literature in general is expanding on a moment, and they were able to take entire seasons out of a couple panels of manga,
Right, yeah.
and show you like sides of fight scenes and characters that you get to like connect to that kind of like made me, I feel like, be more like into it.
That's good.
Than
That's
just the
good.
manga, because you miss certain nuances when you're going through panels, and then in an anime you could fill in that blank. And I think that they went OD, and that's the reason why some people don't like it. And I was like, yo, that's kind of why I like it though.
Yeah, well, it's good that that's your experience
Strokes
of
for
it. 'Cause
different
you,
folks.
I think the goal of like an adaptation is to enrich the source material that it's adapting. So like, if that's how you experience it, then that's ideal. Because it's like, yeah, this is
It enhanced it for me,
yeah,
at
that's
least.
what's
Like,
up. Yeah.
I can't get into. I've tried. One Piece was actually a part of the WB at one point when we were younger.
Fucking 4Kids dub, bro.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The fact that is still going to this day is insane.
Yeah.
I
Oh
can't-
yeah,
it-
man.
it's shown. It's only the intro.
They're putting out
The first 12.
They're putting out chapters all the time. They're on like chapter 1067 or some shit. Like,
And he said everything up to like the Wano arc, which is going way deep into this right now. But
Yeah.
but everything up to the last story arc was just the Shonen Jump. That was the intro.
yeah.
He said like the story just started now with this current like shit.
I think what it is that it's getting into
too much,
the
man.
climax. Like they're like, this is the real shit. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is where everything comes to a head. So that's exciting. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, like for me, a lot of the best shows aren't ones that adapt source material at all. Because like I think Cyberpunk Edge Runners just dropped. I'm pretty sure that didn't have a manga. I think that was like a straight to anime thing.
I've heard good things about
I might
that.
be wrong. Dude, it's fucking amazing. So good. Yeah, there's a lot of shows that are like that. They're like one-shot things. They'd be like 10 or fucking 12 or 27 episodes or whatever. But they're like just like straight to anime material or something like that or things like that. And That's always fun. Like Samurai Champloo, right? It goes hard as fuck. Classic anime. Yeah. Didn't have a manga. Like they made one after.
Right.
Yeah, it's all canon.
Uh-huh.
Is I think the term, right?
Yeah, for sure. So it's pretty. Yeah, it's cool.
But do you read a lot?
Yeah.
So do you like the books normally better than the movies? Like, did you read Harry Potter?
Oh yeah, they're always better. I mean, I don't think I've seen an example of a book that was
that's like
worse than the movie, or like that the movie was better than the book. You know,
Fight Club is a great example of a movie that is almost. There are, I think, 3 things missing from the book into the movie.
But I think that things missing is like how and nothing against your opinion at all, but like how people are like like judge it by like, oh, but they were missing this, that, and the third. Like you're kind of like I don't know, like
stickler.
Not even not like that. You're just like kind of setting them up to fail. Like the movie can't do that. Like
you
how
want them to do like a scene for scene.
Well, that's what I'm
page
saying.
Adaptation, right?
Like you're like how do you do that? You can't. You can't take 1,000 pages or 2,000 pages, turn it to an hour and a half, and fucking keep everything in there.
They did pretty good with that with the Watchmen adaptation.
Watchmen was fucking good.
Yeah, it was like basically fucking panel for the most part.
They took out the pirate thing from the Watchmen book. They took out the pirate subplot that like some kid was reading. Yeah. They really did, yeah. That was pretty deep. I remember when I saw Watchmen not liking it because I was younger, but like it holds up. It's solid. It's been a long time.
Well, you go into it as a kid and you're like, oh, this is going to be like Spider-Man 2. This is going to be like Peter Jackson.
It starts off with a rape scene. You're like, oh, shit. First, when I opened it up, first time ever, I was like, holy shit, this is different.
That's the thing, too. Like, because I agree where, like, adaptations obviously don't have to be. I agree with Jake where it's like some adaptation should be an adaptation where it's not everything has to be exactly.
For sure.
It's how the person who's adapting it perceives the source material, which is when you get into literature and studying it, you realize that's it. Once you figure that out, you become more forgiving of shit like that. And I think it takes into like I'm trying to think of. All right, so you guys know The Evil Dead?
Yeah.
So then they remade The Evil Dead, where it was essentially the same movie, but they did things slightly different. Like, it's still the same movie, same plot, same things sort of happen. But because they just did it in a different way with a slightly stylistic different tone, people really liked it because they were like, oh, you not only did you take the things we liked from the original, you also amplified it with your own sort of thing. Which, like, I'm also, like, another movie called A Simple Plan, which is a book called A Simple Plan, written by... The movie was written by the guy who wrote the book. Yeah. You can see where he changed certain things, but like you said, you can't fit all the nuances of a book into an hour and a half.
Possible.
He almost fixed it for the movie when he did it and made it more accessible to people who would watch a movie than the ones who understand when they're reading a piece of literature they're reading.
But you got to judge that in movies,
exactly.
Not against literature. So it's like Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones is 6 seasons. The books are fucking endless. It's a fucking infinite amount of pages. Game of Thrones is still, like, in my opinion, probably one of the better, like probably go down as one of the best series.
Yeah,
you know,
even with its shit ending.
100%, 100%. But fucking, it still probably will go down like that.
Oh,
but you can't compare it to the books.
No,
There's so much in the books that's not in Game of Thrones.
Right.
But as a show, as a series, it fucking kicks ass.
Yeah, same with Lord of the Rings. Like, dude,
100%. The Hobbit was one of the best books I ever read.
That's the thing too. Is like books are a different experience than movies. So like the beats that work in a book might not necessarily translate as well to the screen.
Exactly.
So that's part of the job of a person making an adaptation is to be like, what makes sense for us to include from this thing, and in what order and how are we going to do it, right? Well, I was going to say one example I will give of one time. There are some times you get like they didn't include enough of the story as a real and like valid criticism. The number one thing that sticks out for me is series of unfortunate events.
Yes. Oh, I never saw.
It was like
that.
literally 6 fucking long ass books.
Yeah, the books were good.
And they tried to make it like one movie.
With Jim Carrey being like, "Bah!"
But he was the only reason why it was a decent movie.
Everyone loves him.
It would have been better if they just did the first book and then never made another one than trying to like
Fit
get
all
all the books in one short ass movie where it's just like, what are we even doing? How did we get here?
100%. I feel that way with a lot of movies. I'd almost rather take like I'd rather take you breaking it up into different movies and trying to fit it all in one. Like what the fuck is that shit?
You know,
that was my thing about Aragon. Do you remember that shit?
Oh,
I never
the
read
dragon.
the book.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Christopher Paolini was 17 years old when he got his publishing deal in high school in Italy. Dude,
What a king.
dude, and wrote a 3-book series that was like I think one of the best-selling fantasy
People
series of all time.
love those books.
Yo, I read 2
Aragon,
out of the 3,
Eldest, and
and then I
something
don't
else.
remember the third one, the green one
I
or
don't
something like
remember
that.
that one either,
Yeah, I had the blue and the red one, but
Yeah.
I was in love with those books. Like you couldn't get me away from that
Cool
shit.
as
Like,
fuck.
Yeah.
and the movies sucked
Oh, the
so
movies sucked
fucking bad.
dick.
They tried to fit so much into it. Was dude, and it wasn't even a.
There was a dead baby in
It
the
wasn't
first
even
book.
a long movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And they didn't put that in the
No,
movie.
and it wasn't even a long.
You're not
and
going to include the fucking dead baby. This is critical to the story.
It is though, because that shit was gruesome,
Yeah.
and they made it PG-13
Yeah.
and
Rough.
fucking made it an hour and 10-minute movie, and you're like, bro, yo, that book was heavier than all the
Yeah.
books I got at school. Like, how the fuck do you turn?
I
and
have
make
heard
that an
that
hour and 10 minutes?
like directors kind of have incentives from the companies that give them money to like keep things PG-13.
Oh,
in
yeah. Of
course.
certain
You- yeah,
instances
sell
where
more
it's like,
tickets.
Sell
yeah,
more
we're gonna be able to market this better if it's not a rated R movie.
But you get a cult following like Deadpool
Yup.
did with fucking Marvel. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, all the people who fuck with Deadpool are some people who are like, I don't fuck with Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are like, I don't watch those shits, but I'll watch Deadpool because that movie was
Yeah, that's why
true to
it
the
is-
character.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
The other thing with adaptations in books is like they in a book, like if they're it happens more often in books. Is why I'm bringing it up. Like an animal death in a book is so much the way they explain it and go through it is so much more visceral and worse.
Yeah.
Than if like in a movie you get sad.
Yeah.
But if you read like there's certain
You
things
get sad because you see it.
Yeah. If you read it, like I read a book again, A Simple Plan, where a dude had to shoot his dog, and
Where the red fern grows.
it was horrible, dude. It
You
made
could
me.
see like an image of somebody holding a gun and shaking, but if you like read the words like and you can hear
Oh, dude.
the hesitation in his head and
Yeah.
the description of what it feels like and like everything, right?
It's so much
a
more
different
visceral,
experience.
dude. And that shit, like, talk about like crying when you're
No,
reading.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
had that shit happen
Yeah,
numerous times in a book where like they're explaining like someone's death
You're
or
like,
something,
holy
and it like
shit.
makes me upset.
Yeah.
And
100%.
I'm like, I don't think. I mean, they could probably do some, but like, it wouldn't come off in a movie the way they're explaining it in the book, specifically animal death.
Yeah.
If they did it the way they did it in a movie, it would be people wouldn't watch the movie.
No,
they
it'd be
would
too-
walk
Yeah,
out.
you're
They'd
right,
be like,
you're
I'm
right.
not
They'd be like,
watching
this
you.
is
Yeah.
fucked up.
Because
I'm
like
not
they
looking
do
at
every
this.
flashback,
Yeah.
they'd be doing everything going through like
Yeah.
Yo, we should have all of us should have a monocle on for this conversation. I feel like we
right.
are really where's
Yeah,
the
we went
tea
into
at?
the-
And
Yeah. No, I read a story where these dudes they were on an island and they had to kill a turtle. And
Gruesome.
It was dude. It made me put the book down for like 5 minutes
eat?
after. No, to like I was like upset, dude. It was brutal.
no,
to
no, no,
read.
no. I'm saying
To eat, yeah, they had to eat it. Yeah,
I gotta go get some
This
turtle
story's
soup.
making me hungry, bro.
Where do they sell turtle soup in a 5-mile radius? Google. No, yeah, dude, it was I was like fucked up. I was like, yo, this is a fucking turtle. I'm like, I'm about to go to like, and they didn't kill it sadistically, but they had to kill it, and they were like boys, so they didn't know how to kill it, and it was fucked me up.
That's why books are cool as an alternative to something like a visual medium like television or movies, because like you can get a really intense experience in the same way that a movie like if you read like a really well written horror book or something, you're not going to get the same type of like mental experience reading a good ass horror book and like watching a good ass horror film, because it's like titillating different senses,
Definitely.
Yeah.
You got like your visual and audio senses, but then it's like all in you're like withdrawn and in your head when you're reading a book, and it's cool. I like it. This is an advertisement for reading.
Yeah,
I've never read horror. This
Really?
podcast is brought to you by Scholastic.
Yeah, right. Went on a
Did I
smart.
tell you
tangent
guys I
this
got a
time.
job at the Reading Rainbow?
Yeah.
Did I mention that?
Read a book. and
It's actually more of adaptation when you think about it. You got they don't want it, dude. All the dorks listen to this might tune out just because like it's too mentally stimulating.
These guys are so fucking smart.
Oh my god, I'm so stimulated right now.
I know
Oh my
all the
God,
ladies
go
listening
read.
are fucking soaked.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I think that's true. They
I'll
are.
tell you, man, a woman loves nothing more than going on and on about film and manga. Works every time.
After the first.
After you
after
fuck,
fuck,
yeah. You
yeah.
gotta,
I show them all my.
That's what
horror
gets
books.
them invested. They're like, oh, so you're more than just a handsome penis.
Yeah, and then that's when you do the Jeffrey Dahmer and you go, we're going to watch all of One Piece.
And then you can leave.
Yeah,
And
and
they're
then
like,
you can leave.
How long's One Piece?
Right?
1,200 episodes.
20 minutes each.
Yeah.
And we're gonna watch.
And we're watching the
run
intro song.
every
We're
time.
not skipping the theme. We're not skipping the credits.
I'll show you the steps. And 1 and 2.
Yeah, man. That's a woman's death.
The pirate rap.
Yeah. Fucking Steve the Pirate.
Real talk.
Steve, dude, that I want to get a drop of that when the guy just hits the. He's driving by. He's like, "Go back to Treasure Island, fag." Shit makes me laugh every time.
Yo, fucking, that was such a solid, just like underlying joke that had nothing to do with the movie. Where he's like, "Dude, who's Steve the Pirate?" Like, dude, the only guy on our fucking team who dresses like a pirate.
I went as Average Joe's this year for Halloween.
Yeah, that's right. You were saying
They that's one.
cosplay as Vince Vaughn.
No, just I mean,
Well, you could.
I could.
You could Vince Vaughn it.
I'd have to shave my beard again.
Yeah, but you could keep. He had. Oh, yeah, that's right, because he's cleanly shaven.
Just
in
clean
there.
shaven.
He doesn't even
I'm
have
almost,
the little beard thing.
No, I'm a little shorter than him, but I'm up there.
Yeah,
I'm in the 6 foot club.
I never thought that I would hear you describe yourself as shorter than somebody.
Right. I know. I'm not. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. I'm exactly 6 feet. It's the ideal. height.
taller than him laying on my back. What's up, baby?
Women are evil, dude. They
Whoa.
really.
wait, where are we going with this?
Oh, hey, whoa.
Eddie, I've talked to them.
just like that was a good joke. I'm gonna get really misogynistic
Women are
now.
evil. Women are very
Misogynistic.
like 5'10" and under is like a problem for them. They've told me as a 6 foot man.
Damn,
they
that sucks for me, man.
Okay, look, that's true for
Guess
some
who's
people.
5'10"?
But like
5'8" is where they literally are like.
I'm 5'10".
If you're 5'8"
Yeah.
and under, it's a problem. Like, I'm like, what?
Really?
They're like, I don't even look at them. I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like that's happened to me before.
yeah. And these are women too, 5 feet.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're not.
It'll be the tiny chicks.
It'll be
that are-
tiny
yeah,
ones, and
yeah.
I'm like, a tall one I can sort of understand because it's like,
you could eat snatches standing up.
but it's like, dude, they're so mean.
Yeah.
Women are mean.
that. Not all women are mean.
I
Just
know,
like
dude, I
just mean short women are
Blanket
mean.
statement, you know.
No.
Damn, sluts.
You know what I
Print
mean?
that.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I try to always, whenever somebody's talking about like gender standards, I always try to flip it the other way. And I'm like, do I have things that I have like physical? So I'm like, I
Oh, yeah,
I
of
wouldn't
course.
date a chick who was like way bigger than me, right? And I'm
No.
like,
Of course
Date
not.
though, or smeesh? You're like, yo, I'm not even
Oh.
looking at them though.
Oh
Is
no,
that what
I
you're
would.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. If a girl's,
You know,
if
if
a
there's-
girl's a foot taller than me but is mad cute, I don't care.
Me neither.
But
Also,
mean,
don't
I-
care if there's a
I-
girl that's 3'6".
I also am intimidated by a girl who's a foot taller than me.
dude,
In what
look,
way?
yo, a
Like,
chick,
she's
a
gonna
chick who
fight
could
you?
like fucking bench press me, like I would be like A1, and then like a chick that I need to be careful not to step on, I'd also be like A1.
Yeah.
Yeah, girls who are muscular, I don't. Yeah,
That's just not what I'm into.
yeah, it's not what I'm into. I
But
have
I'm
nothing
not-
against
I don't,
it.
I don't
Yeah.
hold you. If you're
They
still a
got
great
chest
looking,
hair.
yeah, but if you're still a great looking chick and you're jacked, because actually, like, I know a couple really good looking chicks that like do steroids and they're fucking yoked, and it's like,
yoked.
and it's like, all right, that's cool, that's your thing. I'm not like, that's just not
Yeah,
for
I'm
me.
not sliding.
You
That's
look
cool,
like
yeah.
you could tear my fucking head off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
No.
dudes are into that too. They want a girl who can like dominate them like that. Yeah, not for me, bro. I'm not. I, had a
I
gir-
go with the flow. All right. So
yeah,
like,
me too.
Anything.
Like,
any,
you want me to
know-
be a rag doll? You just fucking go limp.
No, but I've had like, I've had girls like I've had girls who are like choke me and shit like that. But then when they try to do it to me, I'm like, stop!
Why'd you put your hand up?
Yeah.
You're like, yo, like I didn't. You put
It's
your
like,
hand
hey,
back.
hey,
You go,
just because you asked for a finger in your butt doesn't mean that I want one in mine. All right.
I would genuinely, if a girl though like smacks me in the face during sex or like tries to choke me, I'm like, stop, get off! What are you doing? And I'm like, stop! And they're like, stop it! You literally
react
just like
you're getting
yeah,
assaulted.
you literally jammed your fist in my mouth while we were
kinda
banging.
are, but you kind of are.
No, I'd love
For
it when
some
a girl
arguments.
just wails on my face, just punch me
Dude,
right
I
in the
don't like
nose.
that.
Tell you what,
Beat
not
the
my
fuck-
thing. It would definitely make me go soft after the first one. The first one I'll let slide. There, you got one strike. It's not a 3-strike system. You got one.
I had a girl-
When I go like this, I go, oh, you're crazy.
Yeah. I had a girl
And
we
then
were
after
making
that,
out
like,
once,
chill.
and she just slapped me in the face. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And she was like, oh, sorry. I thought you would,
Sorry,
like,
I'm just trying to have your baby.
like that stuff. And I was like, we're not even, like, naked, and you just smack me in the face. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Hell yeah.
Just
You gotta
making out, and
establish-
you're like,
She
yeah,
said, wake
yeah.
up. She said, wake up.
It really took me out of it, where I was like, don't ever do that again, dude. That was
I must be freakier than the average dude. If that happened to me, I'd be like, "Oh, you're fucking crazy. Let's go."
It didn't like get me mad. It was just like, what the hell, dude? When did I put out there that I want to get smacked in the face while making out?
You
That's
cock
the
one fist back. You're like, chill. Bite your lip. You're like,
I just picture something like that happening. Guy just gets up with his fists up, like ducking and weaving, like he's about
Bust
to
a move.
get into a fight. Like
He does Bernie Mac on her, like, bust a move.
just fucking swift uppercut.
chick just
Yeah.
gives you a playful slap, and you're like, "All right, square up then, bro."
Well, that's the thing. A playful slap and like a fucking, I'm gonna hit you in the fucking face, like Karen in Goodfellas.
Yeah. Do you love her?
Why would you do that, Karen? They would have never found it. Why would you flush them? They would have never found it. They were gonna find it. I'm sorry, Henry.
How's it feel, Karen?
Puts the gun back in her face.
How's it feel?
Yeah.
I gotta worry about this shit on the street. I gotta do it at home.
You're making out with this chick. She pistol whips you in the fucking side of the face.
Do you love
She
her?
go, she goes, take it.
There's a whore living in the. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Then get your own goddamn man. What the hell, lady?
You know, I was in Olympia recently, and there's like a big clown culture out there.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of adult clowns.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
My friends are friends with a lot of them.
Clown ass.
And I was thinking about it. I was like, if I had the opportunity to get some clussy, would I?
A girl who's like, you go to eat her out, and just like, like the
You
what
pull
is
her
it?
tampon
ribbons?
out, and
Yeah, it just keeps coming out and
different
out.
colors. Yeah, you go to cop a feeling, and you just hear like
handkerchiefs. Yeah.
and she pulls out like honkers from her shirt.
36 dudes climb out of her pussy.
Sorry, man.
How the fuck did they?
Before you get in here, sorry, bro.
You take her underwear off, and then just like confetti comes out.
Yeah, you think you made her squirt, and it's just a guy with a fucking flower.
Exactly.
On his fucking pocket.
On his shirt.
Yeah, handkerchief. Wink, wink.
That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She will
got a-
juggle your balls.
She's got a red nose on her clip.
yeah. That's how I like.
That's yeah. You don't come back with like a lipstick on your neck. You
She
you
had
come
those
back with
goofy
just white
fucking
all
shoes,
over your
too.
whole face.
She definitely has huge shoes, really small feet, so
Yeah.
it throws you off. 'Cause you see
She
your
flips
feet.
them off,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah, oh, okay. Dude, she fucking takes your used condom and makes a balloon animal out of it.
Hell yeah.
That was an
dude.
impressive string of riffing on that idea.
Damn, man. I know. I got nothing. I feel like I feel like a failure. If you don't make her come, she goes, ooh.
As your dick, your dick gets hard. Your dick gets hard.
She just holds out like a good job, and you go to high five, and it goes. It's like,
That is the sound effect I would pick for if like I could get like a sound effect for my boner coming up. It would be the balloon animal sound, just the stretching, like. You know?
She holds it as the air is going out. And goes.
yeah. I don't know any other clown references. Now I'm thinking about it. She takes
funny.
a hammer out and tries to hit you in the balls with
Yeah,
it.
she puts treats in a
I love when
newspaper, and
clowns
she
do
sees
that.
if the dog runs to you or to her.
Both Airbud? You fucking Airbud reference? I honestly felt bad for that dude.
He was
in the
lonely.
beginning of the movie,
He was
bro.
lonely, bro.
He's an abusive dog owner,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's a scene in the beginning of Airbud when he has a mental breakdown that affected me as a kid.
Oh my God.
Some would say fucking making your dog play tackle football would be abusive.
Yeah.
You'd think.
true.
Because he gets pretty fucked up in that movie. Remember when he gets rocked? Remember when he was on the highlight reel for top 10 and he got
Yeah.
fucking tanked?
Because the first one is basketball, right?
Yeah.
And the second one's
There's a football
one. Dude,
The third one's highlight.
dog, they make it into space.
That's
you didn't
not-
know
Yeah.
that?
And
Yo,
then the
I
eighth
didn't
one,
know it
they
got
got
off
the
the
US
court.
They got the UFC
Fucking-
one coming out.
Are
Michael
you
Vick's
serious?
in it. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Michael Vick.
You got no. I knew you were joking.
It's MMA Airbud.
It's dog fighting.
Oh man. Oh fuck, dude. That'd be great. Dog. Wow.
You don't want to throw paws with me,
All right,
bro. You don't-
guys, are you ready for this? Because it's gotten out there.
Yeah.
It's beyond what I thought it was.
Well, once Airbud goes to space, it's like, how do we like?
Dog,
Is it
what
like
is it,
Airbud
Fast and
in
Furious? Read
Dog.
this
All
off.
right, so it's Airbud. The one we
Yep.
talked about Airbud,
Basketball.
Golden, whatever. That's football. Airbud 3, soccer, makes sense.
The golden
Still,
receiver
sort of.
is the second one. Golden receiver instead of
Right,
golden
you're right.
retriever.
You're right.
Yep.
Airbud.
Also the name of my sex tape.
Airbud. The fourth one is baseball. I don't know and then Airbud spikes back. Football. Volleyball. That's 5. Then it's Air Buddies.
Return of the
puppies.
Sith.
Air Buddies is where the series now turns into puppies,
Okay, that makes sense. Next gen.
and then it's
Next gen.
Snow Buddies.
Wait, so did Airbud get some pussy?
Apparently,
Yeah.
No
Yep.
shit. Well, I mean,
are you kidding me? He's
fucking
a
earned it.
fucking athlete.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah, he's a superstar.
Yeah.
He's not just one. He's not just an athlete. He's the best.
He's
dog
quite
out of
literally
all the
just
dogs.
gets bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. So the next
Literally.
movie is gonna be like multiverse Airbud, where he has to fight
Dog.
evil Airbud.
Oh my God.
You know?
Dude,
Doctor Strange.
It's gotten so Air Buddies came out. It doesn't clarify what they're even doing. One of them's got shades on. Oh, so then it's
Weekend at Bernie's.
we get it, buddy. Air Buddies.
At Buddies.
Oh man.
What else we
They're
got?
just walking by and they're trying to convince everyone the dogs are alive.
Yeah,
so
they're
like a mailman comes by and they're like, hit the bark, bark, bark.
Yeah, big barking. He's been
Black guy walks by, bark, bark, bark.
mailman. He's already been euthanized.
Asians come by, they just hide the dogs. Anyway, all right, I'm terrible. Snow Buddies is the 7th entry in this.
Holy fucking shit!
What's that? He gets addicted
Space
to coke.
Buddies is number 8.
8.
Yep.
Then it's Santa Buddies.
Okay, now hold on. How is Santa topping space?
Well,
Like,
I'm
Santa
assuming
should
he
have been the one prior to
He
space.
he's replacing a reindeer. I'm assuming.
I'm assuming that's got to be it.
This
it
fucking
looks like
dog. They're like, we are never gonna let you rest.
There's 6 of them, so that would be 6 reindeer. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
yeah.
And then, well, if they went to space is the frontier we sort of know about. So Santa's kind of not real, so it makes sense.
Okay, so Santa's
Okay.
like in the so it's
Kind
gonna
of-
get
whoa, wait.
increasingly mythical. Is like
Yes.
it's gonna be
You're
like
saying Santa's not real.
So there is one that, out of all these, it does seem out of place in this trajectory. So the next one's Spooky Buddies. You're like, okay, they're haunted.
now we're going holidays.
Yes,
Like, it's
they're
just-
also going like. There better be mad Scooby-Doo references, if not a cameo in it.
Has
That's
to.
all I want.
Yep. Great.
Then it goes
Dane.
to. This is
my
what I'm
God,
talking about. It
can
goes
you
to
imagine? He teams
Treasure
up with
Buddies.
Okay, so now they're pirates.
Something like that. There's a camel involved.
What the fuck?
There's a camel. Huh?
I just want to know like the box office for these. Like how much funding was number 11 getting, and
So
how
then,
much money
that's the
did
thing,
it make?
so-
I don't know, but I'll
We're on-
tell you, it was rough.
Well, we're on number 12.
That was a good dog pun.
That's right.
The last one,
how I
which
got it.
was 2013, it looks like.
Okay.
Super Buddies.
Oh, so that's Super Dog.
It's
Yeah.
like crypto.
Yes.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And it looks like I can't tell what the powers are by looking at it.
Cuteness.
Definitely. But
For
some reason
sure.
he-
He's just like a very good boy. is
Yeah,
his-
he's
his
a
superpower.
super good boy.
Yeah, he's super good.
you could smell asses
super
from
happy.
across.
He's
the
that dog
world.
that gets the beer from you out of your fridge and then
Super
closes
fast.
it. Yeah.
He doesn't kill. He's a pit bull that doesn't kill a toddler.
There you go.
There we go.
A pitbull with no appetite.
The super villain is a pit bull. They got to stop
It's
him.
a non-racist German Shepherd.
There you go.
Yes, but that's the. There we go.
Who's very accepting.
I'm just like, when is it gonna be like? When is it gonna be like Airbud throws the ring into the volcano? You know,
Right.
Like when are we gonna get like Airbud in Narnia?
Airbud on the dark web.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Airbud goes to Hogwarts. Like it's just
Airbud in Fear and Loathing of Las Vegas.
that was what I was thinking too. Like Airbud does ether.
Yeah.
Airbud dies hard. He's just.
Yeah.
They're
Airbud
like-
Vampire Slayer.
They're like, we got a guy on the inside with these terrorists. He's-
Look, dude, I would watch the fuck out of that movie.
I
You know,
would, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not interested in any of the sports movies, but if it's like he's like defending a building from a bunch of
Yeah.
terrorists, like I'd watch the shit out of that.
he just like he does traps where they're like chasing him and he like grabs a rope and pulls it and then they trip on it. And
They're
then
essentially
go-
all like Home Alone traps.
Yeah, if we could get
Oh, that's the next one. Is fucking Airbud is Macaulay Culkin.
Airbud Home Alone. Yeah.
Airbud in the green. You've seen the movie Green Room, but with Airbud.
No. Green Mile was there, bud.
He's in the electric chair at the end of the movie. That's the last movie they ever did.
All the bees start coming out.
I got you. I'm going, boss.
I'm going, boss.
You're the best dog ever. You were the best dog ever. You solved crimes.
I didn't do anything to those toddlers, boss.
Little girl.
It was
boss.
the pit
I
bull.
was just trying to teach them how to kick a soccer ball, boss. And some psycho came up and ripped their heads off. I just was licking them when they showed up trying to help.
My saliva, your DNA was on them because I was giving them kisses, boss.
See, this is why I want to.
Oh, the riffs came back.
This is why
See,
I want to get like
We got
funding.
What?
That's why I want funding to make movies, because I'm like, listen, guys, I can make some really unconventional movies. We could enter a territory that not off the tread.
Dude. Honestly, I hope if anyone got a little bored at the adaptation part, stuck around, because it was definitely worth it.
It led somewhere.
It did.
It was worth it.
It always does on Yes Offense, dude. There is oddly no plan to this show, and somehow we keep talking. And I know that's, some people would say, well, you.
And it feels good doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Some people would say, well, that's why you have such a niche audience. And it is why. Anyway, we're at the end, though, if you guys want
such a fucking niche mom.
What?
What? Not you.
Damn.
That's my response.
I was like, damn.
Yo, your mom's niche.
It's not cool, man. Yeah, you guys, plugs, because we're gonna wrap it because it's it's getting up there.
I appreciate the offer, but I've been sober.
There you go.
Wait, what?
Oh wait, you're not talking about buying drugs?
Oh. I was
you were
also
gonna
being like,
hook
I
me
was
up
like,
with
you
some
trying to do
plugs.
a butt chug thing right now?
Butt
That's what I was
chugs.
thinking. I was like,
Butt chugs
plug
in the
it.
podcast?
We could die. Steve-O didn't die.
Yeah, you could die if you're a fucking puss.
Plugs. What do you guys have to plug? Social media.
You can
Any shows coming
follow.
up?
You can follow me, Sid_Floyd, on all socials. Follow my other podcast, the Shedcast, and all the other podcasts on the Shed Network, especially Village Hidden in the Shed for all you anime and manga fans that were listening. We just hit 1 million views the other day on our video of us in Times Square for the One Piece takeover. So that was lit. And me and my cousin Mike Nice got a bunch of new music on the way. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's cool.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about music with you guys, so I feel like an asshole.
No, because that would be too predictable.
Yeah, we'd be talking about something we know.
Yeah, for if Spotify, Apple Music, whatever streaming software you're on, if you want to look up "Nice to Meet Me" by Gambit, it's a sick ass album I dropped recently. It's quite good. I'm Gambit Raps on everything, and yeah, thanks for listening.
Hell yeah, dude! Thanks for coming on, guys.
Come on,
You already
guys.
know, man. You already
Coming
know.
on, guys.
Sally, Saturday night.
Hey, man. If all, if the stars align. But yeah, you guys know, man. Please follow me at Silly Selly on Instagram. Also follow the podcast Instagram at Yes Offense Podcast on Instagram. And if you guys want to come see me live, dude, I'm actually all over the place these next few weeks. I'm going to be in... Actually, that'll already have happened. I'll be in New York this Tuesday, but this comes out Wednesday, so it doesn't fucking matter. I'll be in Massachusetts this Thursday at Luther's Co-op. That should be fun. I'll be up at Stores next Wednesday. That's for, the Yukon people. If anyone wants to come hang at Stores, I'll be doing a spot up there. But more recently, this month is a little different just because it's after Thanksgiving, but we're doing another show at Powder Hollow Brewery down at Middletown, Connecticut, and it looks like we're going to be doing a show there every third Saturday of the month for the foreseeable future, guys.
Sick.
So just, unless I have other shows I'll be booking or producing, please support that one out of the most because it's where I...
It's a fucking great show.
Thank you, man. Yes, Sid comes to all of them. He's a fun hang after. We get baked after and we get food at a place that sells food after.
And you could get baked with me beforehand.
That is true. That's true.
allowed.
So, guys, check out for those. Like I said, it's going to be every third Saturday of the month moving forward after this month, I believe. And except is next month the 17th? Is that the second, third? Oh no, that is right. That moving forward, yeah. Unless a holiday fucks it up, guys, moving forward. But That'll be how it is. And
fuck it up.
rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes if you can. Please subscribe to my YouTube. That'll help. And whatever you can do on Spotify. And anyone listening, just share it around. Tell your friends. I really appreciate it.
And call your fucking mother.
Yeah.
She's been waiting to hear from you.
It's been growing. It's just, it grows slowly but surely. And the more you people tell people about it, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
If she doesn't slap you in the face first, it grows a lot faster.
Yes. That is true. That's true. Thanks, guys, for coming on.
Thank you.
Talk to you nerds later.